I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members for your continued support. Thank you, and consider joining today for added perks and exclusive content. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Masters of the Universe Origins Flying Fists He-Man, and I love this toy. Released in January of 2022, this is brand new. This is a deluxe figure set, starting to hit store shelves right now as of the time of this recording. It retails for approximately $20, and here we have our brand new Flying Fist He-Man in that Origins card. What else can I say about the Origins packaging, the boxes, the cards? They're so retro, and I absolutely adore everything about them. We got that red, like, rock explosion in the back there with the Masters logo. We got some really cool artwork of Flying Fist He-Man right there with his Bolo Weapon and his shield right there. We can see the figure. We got a brand new mini comic in the back there. Heroic leader with the arm swinging action. Swings with awesome might. Modern retro play, or modern posing retro play. And we've got some more accessories here. We've got an alternate head. We've got that full sword, that newer sword. That's not the half sword. This is a full sword right there. We got that Bolo Weapon. We have an extra gripping hand. And we've got that shield right there. Going around the back of the packaging, we got some really cool artwork right there. He-Man battles vile villains with his fist-flinging power. And we got some really cool artwork right there. We can see Flying Fist He-Man with his Bolo Weapon, his shield. We got Moss Man, we got Cyclone, and Fisto back there. And then we can see that, remember that old Eternia playset? Here's some artwork of it right there. I don't know if that means at some point we would get an Eternia playset. I am not going to hold my breath on that, but wouldn't that be so cool if we got a brand new Eternia playset to go with the Origins figures? For those of us that missed out on the originals, that would be just so awesome. But anyway, artwork is there, and that's really, really cool. I just thought of something. Why is He-Man attacking Eternia? That's, all right. That's a question for another time. We can see here we've got, it's showing us some of the features. So to swing arms, hold the figure, grip the wheel, the fist, turn the fist in either, or turn the figure in either direction. Arms swing fast for battle. Hold the grip to swing even faster. The battle grip holds one weapon, shiny, spinning, three-headed, mighty mace, and shiny spinning shield right there. We'll get to take a look at all of those here in just a moment. A couple of cross cells. Of course, we've got that Terror Claw Skeletor. I'm really looking forward to finding that one. And then we got the most recent wave of the Origins figures. We got the Sorceress, Jitsu, Stratos, Buzz-Off, and as always, we're going to cross-sell ourselves a figure that we're already buying. So that's about it for the packaging. Let's get this guy opened up and check it out. And here we have Flying Fist He-Man out of the package and shown with everything he comes included. So real quick, we're going to start off with a little sheet here that shows us all the different parts that are removable. I want to pay close attention to this one because it's worth noting. The head, the hands, and the feet are removable, not the arms, as is the case with most other Origins figures. You cannot remove the arms off of this one, and that's because of the gimmick, the way that this one works. So you don't try to remove that or you're going to break it. So there's that. Set that off to the side. We got a brand new mini comic right here, Under Siege. Haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I absolutely adore these new mini comics that we've been getting. We got a couple of accessories, of course. We've got that alternate head right here, and this looks like that same alternate head that we got with the other battle. What was it? The Battle Armor He-Man, the shiny one that came with the battle damage and the shiny armor, and it came with a with Battle Cat. This looks like that windswept screaming head that came with that one. So there you go. There's that head if you want to use it, and these are super easy to just pop off and then just pop that one in place, and there you go. You got yourself an alternate head. Very cool. So we'll go ahead and remove that one because I prefer, we'll set that off to the side. I prefer this head because it looks closer to the classic toys that I had as a kid. So we'll leave that one there. He feels a little loose, but I think that's by design. I think that's because of the way his gimmick works. But anyway, there's that. We do have an alternate hand. So we've got the open hand right here, which we're going to use with the shield. But we also have an alternate closed fist. which depending on what I'm doing with my figures, a lot of times with my alternate He-Mans, I'll have both of the closed fists because I've usually got them riding a vehicle. But with this guy, that's not going to be the case because he's got this clip on his back right here. So I don't know that I'm going to have him in any vehicle in particular. But anyway, I want him carrying his shield anyway. So, but there it is. It's there. And of course, as with, you know, all the other figures, these are interchangeable. You can put this fist on any other of your He-Man figures, which I think I actually may have a He-Man figure that needs a closed fist. So I think I know where that's going to go already. We've got our power sword. So there's a power sword right there. And again, this is not the half sword. This is the newer full sword that we've been getting with the more recent releases. So again, he can hold this in his hand, and of course he can hold it in either hand. If you put on this alternate hand, he could also hold it left-handed. But there it is with the sword right there, so you can see what that looks like. And then of course he's got his weapons. He's got this I love this thing. He's got this Bolo Weapon right here, and this just kind of spins around. It's got a little handle right there, so you can just kind of hold it. Does it look like mine is backwards, or is it supposed to? I thought he had to hold it from the top right here. I guess he does. Okay. I don't know why in my head I had this. I was thinking in my head that the bolos pointed out when he was holding it. But I guess that's not the case. So anyway, there you go. He's got a little handle on the bottom there, and you can put it on his fist, and that's how he holds it. So there you go. There's that. And then he's got his shield as well, and his shield also spins, as you can see. And then this one goes right on, just like any other one of the shields. The hand goes right through the handle there, and then you can clip the rest of that other piece right there, and that also spins right there. So I am taking them off again because I want to show articulation first. So this is really, really interesting. So he's got all of his, even though he's got this gimmick right here where the arms are going to move, and I'll show that a little better here in a second, he still has a full range of articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, and as you can see, it does seem a little wobbly for mine, and that may just be mine. That just be one of those, your mileage may vary kind of a thing, but mine does seem a little bobbleheadly. Jitsu for me was the same way. His head was a little loose, so that's weird. The arms do have the joints so that you can bring the arms all the way out, and you can also move them forward and backwards. They are going to click because of the gimmick. They are on a ratchet there, so depending on where you want to put them for that gimmick is where they're going to go. So they are going to ratchet, but you can still move them up and down and all the way around, which is really, really neat. And of course, you've got that same joint on the elbow, so you got a 90-degree bend on the elbow along with a rotation. You got a pin joint at the wrist, so the wrist can move up and down and rotate as well. Now, as you saw, waist rotation is going to be only from there to there. It's going to be limited, and that's because of the gimmick. And then the legs, you got the same as before, so you can move the legs forward and backwards, in and out, rotate, bend and rotate at the knee, rotate at the top of the calf, and then up and down, and a little bit of rotation at the ankles as well. So there's that. Now, in terms of his action features, so you've got like these little grooves right here on the back of the belt, so you can grab your figure and just kind of put your thumb there, and then you can move them side to side and kind of make that work like that. So that's one way to play with it. And he can, you know, do that. Do his flying fist kind of a thing. Or you can just grab him by these handles here as well, and you can do that also. The handles right here, these are not removable. These are solid on there. These are good for holding weapons. So you can put, I guess, do we want to point this down? There you go. So it's good storage for his weapon right there, which is pretty neat. You can have that there, and then he can have his sword, and he can have his shield. Come on. And there you go. There's He-Man holding all of his weapons, which is really, really neat. Absolutely love that. And now, the next thing we're going to do is we'll leave his shield on for a moment. Let's do a couple of quick comparisons. One thing that I noticed about this He-Man right away, absolutely love the details on him. I mean, the shiny on his thing is so nice. That vac metal armor on him is super, it's like a mirror finish. It's so shiny. But he's also got that vac metal gold trim around the shoulders here. He's got that belt right there, and then you got the red belt down there. So the detailing on this is just absolutely lovely. And I love the difference here with the red belt and the red gauntlets. Usually He-Man has those in gold. These are red. I like that. And then the fur on the boots is white, where usually it's gold. So I really like that. But the thing I think that stood out the most to me is how much leaner He-Man looks. Bringing in the previous Battle Armor He-Man, you can see that this He-Man is a lot wider. This He-Man looks a little leaner and a little more proportionate, if you ask me. The previous, both Battle Armor He-Mans and the regular He-Man, they're both super wide like this guy. I don't know. I didn't think I was going to like the leanness of this guy, but it's really grown on me. I think it looks really, really cool. So there he is with the Battle Armor He-Man. And then let's check him out with one of the villains. Here he is with Jitsu. I brought Jitsu in because Jitsu's going to get a beating here in a minute. We're going to beat him up with a bolo in about a second. So there you go. You can see how that looks side by side. All right, let's get his weapons on because I really want to see how this works. So I'm going to bring, let's see, is that a good range there? I think that's a good range. Go ahead and bring this on. Let's see how this works. So I expect that these are going to spin. All right, so that is a little heavy. It does weigh the arm down a bit, so you do want to bring the arm up a bit. There you go. And then you can spin it right there. Oh, check that out. Check out those bolos spinning. How cool is that? Let me do this back here. Look at that. And it looks like the shield is trying to spin. It's not quite spinning, but it's trying. That is really cool. Look at that. That is so cool. I never had a Flying Fist He-Man when I was a kid. I had so many of these figures. Flying Fist was not one of them. So let's bring in Fisto and let's take down Fisto. I'm going to try my best to get this done on camera here. Yeah, that's that's so cool. He's going to beat the crap out of him with this thing. That's really neat. I love that. I absolutely love... Oh, I dropped Jitsu's sword. I like that action feature. It's one of the things... I've said this in a couple of my reviews, is that I miss the waist triggered action features that a lot of the old Masters of the Universe figures had. You know, like the punching one where you could just kind of turn his waist and release it and he would punch. This one kind of does it, you know, so I really like that they're bringing those back. I would love to see like a regular body He-Man be reissued, but have that spring-loaded waist where he could do the punch. You know, a lot of the figures did that back in the day, and these new ones don't, and I kind of miss it. But there you go. Yeah, that is absolutely awesome. And of course, you know what we're going to do next, because for all of our Masters Origins reviews, what we're going to do now for all of these guys going forward is we are going to slime them. So it is 100% slime time. So before we do, I'm going to get my camera set up, and I think that about does it for the Masters of the Universe Origins Flying Fists He-Man. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there. I've also got channel memberships now. If you want to do either one of those, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.